This week's Parsha is Parshas Devarim, also known as Shabbos Chazon. And this week's video is sponsored L'il Nishmas Abba Matas Yo Moshe ben Shmuel Zev. Sefer Devarim starts off with the words Eila HaDevarim Asher Diber Moshe. These are the words that Moshe Rabbeinu spoke to Klal Yisrael. Words are so important. Besides for it being the 3 weeks and the 9 days, and right before Tisha B'Av, that we have to be careful about the words we speak to our friends and anyone else. And that's not only in the 3 weeks or the 9 days, it's all year round. But words are also something that we speak to Kadosh Baruch Hu, in tefillah, in prayer. And I saw something very interesting in the Sefer Pnei Levana, written by Rav Yeshua Kalish, the Rav of the Beis Medrash of Harborview in Lawrence. It's a Sefer al-Hashas, and he quotes a Gemara in Brachas, Daf Gimel Amud Aleph, that says that when HaKadosh Baruch Hu sees Klal Yisrael walking into the Batei Knesias and Batei Midrashas, to the shuls and Beis Medrashes, and they say, Amen Yehi Shmei Rabbah, he shakes his head in sorrow, as if to say, woe is to a father that exiled his children, and woe is to the children that were exiled from their father's table. And Rebbe Kalish quotes his Rebbe, Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky Zatzal, who he once heard saying that the words Amen Yehi Shmei Rabbah is really the Targum, the translation of the words Baruch Shem Kavod Malchusay Le'olam Vayed. We say Yehi Shmei Rabbah, may his name become great, Umavarach, and blessed, L'olam U'me'omaya, forever and ever. Baruch Shem, may his name be blessed, Kavod Malchusay, the glory of his kingdom, L'olam Vayed, forever and ever. However, the only difference in the translation is the Kavod U'malchus. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mavarach L'olam U'me'omaya is missing the Kavod U'malchus, is missing the glory of God's kingdom. Why? So he says the Gemara in Chagiga quotes the pasuk in Yeshaya that when describing the Malachi Asharis, what they physically looked like, the angels of God, the pasuk says that they had 6 wings. But the Gemara asks, how come the pasuk in Yechezkel says that the angels had 4 wings? So the Gemara answers that one is when the Beis HaMikdash was around, and the other, when they only had 4 wings, was when the Beis HaMikdash was destroyed. Says the Vilna Gaon that the 6 words Baruch, Shem, Kavod, Malchusay, Le'olam Vayed are keneged the 6 wings of the angels. But since the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash, 2 of them were covered, the ones of Kavod, Malchusay. Those 2 were covered, and that's why in Yechezkel it only seemed as if there were 4 wings. Says the Vilna Gaon that is why we daven in Yom Tov davening. Gale Kavod Malchus Chaleinu. Reveal your kavod and malchus, your glory and your kingship upon us. Because in order for us to see the kavod and malchus, for the malachim to go back to their 6 wings, we have to bring the Beis HaMikdash back. We have to reunite with God in the Holy of Holies, in the holiest temple. But in order to bring that Beis HaMikdash back, we have to daven for it. We have to yearn for it. And that is why we say in Aleinu every single day, Ki ha-malchus shel chihi ulo me'at timloich b'chavod. You will reign in glory in his kingship. Kavod Malchusay, that is what we are desperate for. Those are the 2 words, the Devarim, that we are seeking out in this time. Right before Tisha B'Av, we should strengthen ourselves in concentrating on this pasuk in Aleinu and realize that everything comes down to Hashem ruling over the world. All our problems will be gone. Mashiach will be here, and we will merit that this Tisha B'Av will be a Moed, will be a Yom Tov for all of us. Have a beautiful Shabbos.